But it's not how you start, Anita Marks. It's how you finish. And we finish Take Your Pick in agreement. While we're on UFC 272, why don't we get a true expert in here to join us on Bet? Help us break down this tremendous-looking card, which you can get on ESPN+. Ian Parker joining us now here on Bet. Ian, we appreciate you stopping by. I think you're at T-Mobile Arena, which is the site of this card that you'll see here in Las Vegas. We spoke to Chael Sonnen on Monday about this headliner in Covington and Masvidal. Chael thinks it's going to be the most watched pay-per-view in the last 3 years. Do you agree that these two in this headline and the other matchups we have on this card are going to bring a lot of eyeballs?
Look, as much as I love Uncle Chael, I think he must have meant the last 3 months. Last 3 years, I don't think so. However, I do think the main event's going to be a great one. You know, the co-main doesn't have too many implications towards a title shot in the division. However, Renato Moicano saves the day. We are going to get an excellent fight. The main event's going to be good, but the most exciting in the last 3 years, that's a tough one for me.
Okay, so we know the history behind these two fighters, right? Thick as thieves at one point, and then now they just despise each other. How important is it going to be to keep emotions intact? And if they don't, who do you think emotions is going to get the best of?
You know, these two, the way they speak and the way they carry themselves, you know, the press conference yesterday was a little crazy, but it's truly who they are. And if you've seen, they both acted this way with Kamaru Usman, and both were able to step into that cage with him and perform at their best. So do I think emotions carry weight in this fight? Yes, but I think when they both step in the cage, it goes to the side. This win is tremendous for both of them. A loss could really set one of them back very far and possibly never see a title shot again. So I think both of them are able to keep it under control because they know how much is at stake here.
All right, Ian, you probably heard Anita and I playing a game of Take Your Pick over or under 3.5 rounds. Most people, including the market, think this is going to go the distance. The fight is minus 150 to do so. It's plus 110 to end inside 5 rounds. So do you think we'll see 5 rounds in this title fight on Saturday night?
As much as I like to be the third amigo and part of your team and agree, I don't agree. I think this does go bell to bell. I think it goes bell to bell. Colby Covington hasn't been finished, yes, in the Kamaru Usman fight, but prior to that, Warlley Alves almost 6 years ago. Same thing with Masvidal. Outside of the Usman fight, it's been a really long time. The way the style of Colby Covington is, he's going to dictate the pace, he's going to pressure, he's going to clinch. His style is not much of the finishing type, and Masvidal is very hard. You know, if Colby takes him down, I see Masvidal getting back up pretty quickly, so I think we're going to see a 5-round war, but I think it's going to be Covington who dictates the pace.
Wow. So it started out, Colby was favored by minus 330. That's now fallen to 310. A little bit too much juice for me, I think, for a lot of people. So with that being said, how would you play this fight tomorrow night?
Oh, I agree. In the minus 300s, it's way too steep, especially with the rivalry that's telling the story here. For me, if you're going to bet Colby Covington, which is the way I'm leaning, it's one of two ways. Either throw him in a parlay so you don't have to risk the 300 plus, or you take him to win by decision, which brings it down to, I believe, minus 110. That's how I would go.
And that's how I advise you play it as well. Taking advice from Ian Parker, who's been killing it for us here on Bet and Daily Wager when breaking down UFC bouts. UFC 272 from T-Mobile tomorrow night, ESPN Plus as well if you're at home and want to watch on your couch. Ian, we appreciate you dropping by Bet to help us out and enjoy this weekend's festivities here in Vegas.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.